So hello guys one more time and welcome to Ring Royalty. Hello everyone, my name's Alexis, as you know, and today we're going to talk about NXT Takeover in your house. Let's remember that I only review the women's matches, so for that reason I'm only going to talk about the 6-women tag that include, the 6-women tag and then the triple threat for the NXT Women's Championship. First we got Candice LeRae, Dakota Kai, and Raquel Gonzalez against Shotzi Blackheart, Tegan Knox, and of course the head body in charge, Mia Yim. Before talking about the match itself, I want to give a shout out to Candice LeRae. Those fairy wings that she had during her entrance were a very nice touch, since she is now like the poison pixie, I believe. Okay, straight into the match. For me, this was a really good match. It wasn't something spectacular. It could be something that we see on regular NXT TV, since the matches there are amazing. I consider that the MVP of this match has to be Shotzi Blackheart. Shotzi is just amazing, full of energy and charisma. I like a couple spots that I'm going to highlight right now. First, the question mark from Shotzi. That move's spectacular, looks really good, it's very fast. When she hit it on Dakota, I thought she was knocked out cold. Another very nice spot was when Shotzi was trying to do a dive outside the ring and Raquel caught her and threw her out like she was nothing. I love Raquel Gonzalez. I think she's a powerhouse. She's a very big girl. However, she has a moveset. And that's very nice because usually the bigger people in the ring tend to, bulldoze over their competition but don't really show that much of a technical ability, and Raquel has a lot of technical ability, so I'm glad that she's showing it. Also shout out to Tegan Knox, who did a mully-go-round on top of all of the other competitors. It looked very good, the form was there, and I also think that she did a great job executing the maneuver. It looked very, very nice. I have mixed feelings with Tegan Knox. For some reason, I don't think I have enough to connect with her. Which is weird because I'm not saying she's a bad wrestler, but there's something off, something that is not clicking, not sure why. In this match, I really like her job. Let's say that for me, in this match, Shotzi, Tegan, and Raquel Gonzalez were basically the ones carrying the match. Dakota was there. I have a problem with Dakota. When they turned Dakota heel, Dakota was like a badass and she was trying to find any way to win. Now, since she's with Raquel, which I like them as a team, don't get me wrong, I feel like Dakota has lost a little bit of her momentum. I don't think she looks as a threat anymore. She didn't do much in this match to look like a dominant heel. Then we have Mia Yim and Candice LeRae, who I think were just added into this matchup so they can build their feud for later on NXT TV, because they didn't showcase much of their abilities, to be honest. They didn't even include them in the finish, as they both brawl by the end of the match and then disappear backstage. So I'm hoping to see more of those girls during their one-on-one feud. However, by the end of the match, we had a couple nice spots. There was a moment when Raquel Gonzalez had Shotzi on her grip, on her shoulders, looked like she was going for a Samoan drop or was waiting for Dakota to do a pump kick, but Tegan pulled her off and then Dakota pump kicked Raquel straight in the face. That looked very smooth, the flow was very nice. Also, the Shirai that Shotzi did with the assistance of Tegan Knox, of course, was very nice on Raquel. Then a double dropkick to take her out of the ring. And to finish, we saw Tegan hitting the shiniest wizard, which wasn't the best, but still it looked powerful, to pin Dakota for the first time, I believe. This is the first time that Tegan actually beats Dakota. We have Tegan, Shotzi, and Mia Yim winning this match. The match was alright. It wasn't an extravaganza, like I said, but it was very nice to see, and I have no much complaints about that. I just wish that some of the women like Candice or Mia were showcased more. But that's my point of view on this match. And now we move to the second match of the night, which was the main event of NXT Takeover in your house. Charlotte Flair against Shirai against Rhea Ripley for the NXT Women's Championship. Now, since the commentator mentioned it, I'm going to mention it again just in case. This is the first time the women main event an NXT Takeover match since Sasha and Bayley at Takeover Respect in 2015. That's a very long time. I didn't notice that. Also, they talk about the championship opportunities each of them had. We have Io with 4, Rhea with 8, and Charlotte with 66. Wow. I didn't realize Charlotte had so many titles opportunities, but I mean, I'm not surprised to be honest. So before the match, once again, I have a shout out for Charlotte Flair's attire. I think it looked very good on her. Io's attire was alright. I think it was the regular thing that she gives us. I didn't understand what Rhea Ripley tried to do. I mean, she had like one white boot and the other black boot, but everything was black, so I don't know why you only have like white boot. I didn't get it. Sorry, Rhea. Anyway, the match itself. For me, this match was great. A couple of spots were quite messy, were quite clunky. However, overall the match was very good. I would give it like 4 stars probably. It was great to be a main event. Let's get into this match. So I think the start was very slow, like Charlotte going out of the ring and teasing just the 2 challengers, which is what Charlotte needs to do because she's a massive heel. That was fine. I think Io Shirai's athleticism is just spectacular. She's an outstanding in-ring performer and nobody can deny that. I mean, the talent she possesses is so amazing. I also had a feeling that Rhea was added into the mix to getting pinned or submitted for some reason. I don't know why. We're going to get that later on. But I was rooting for Io. I thought Charlotte had possibility of retaining, and then there was Rhea, of course. Spots that I like from this match. So I love when Io Shirai started to do like the handspring. She's showing how athletic she is, but when she tried to do the dropkick, Charlotte countered it and transformed Io's move into a Boston Crab. That transition was very nice as well. I would say Charlotte and Io had a lot of chemistry. In my opinion, I think Charlotte looked tired throughout this matchup. I mean, she got tired really quick, and I think that's because of the overexposure WWE is giving her. I mean, she's appearing on all the shows, or she has been appearing on all the shows for a while. She's been wrestling sometimes 2 or 3 times a week. So I think it's showing now, like she looked exhausted at some point. The match, then it turned out to be real good. I mean, there was a point in the middle of the match when all of them were even, getting the same amount of, offensive. Charlotte Flair threw Io inside the window from the scenography. I think that was a very nice touch. And then Rhea Ripley grabbed like a plant pot and threw it into Charlotte's shoulder. That was very nice. I love when scenography comes into play. But of course, if we're going to talk about that, we need to mention that diving crossbody that Io Shirai did from the top of the roof of the scenography. That was very nice. I mean, Io is just unbelievable. She's also fearless. We talk about Shotzi Blackheart being fearless, but Io Shirai goes on the same boat with her. That was very nice. There were some, let's say, weird spots. For example, when Io was trying to go for a Meteora on Rhea Ripley, and you could tell the referee was telling Io to hold back for some reason. We don't know, maybe they were not in correct position, but it took way too long. He was trying to, build the crowd, fire them up, but it looked kind of weird. They tried to put a replay so we won't notice, but I did. Then she got speared by Charlotte. Another very nice move I saw was when Io was trying to do like a Hurricanrana on top of the turnbuckle on Rhea, but Rhea is so strong that she holds Io with her neck and she's upside down, and then we got a big boot on Io's stomach while she was hanging upside down. That was great. Also, after that, we got that avalanche riptide that we have only seen once, and that was when Rhea won the NXT Women's title from Shayna Baszler. So they gave us a little peek that maybe Rhea was going to win it again doing that move. Of course, that didn't happen because Io Shirai broke the pin, but that was a very, very nice touch. I also love when they do avalanche moves because they just look very good when they are done correctly, and Rhea did a great job. Then we got the spot with the candlestick, which I'm glad because Charlotte got disqualified in the past using that candlestick on Io. Charlotte was attacking both of them with a candlestick, trying to show that she's doing whatever it takes to be the NXT Women's Champion and to hold to the title. Moving to the end, so we saw Shirai outside the ring after being demolished by the candlestick. And then Charlotte Flair doing a great spear. This time the spear looked great because she did one earlier to both Io and Rhea and didn't look good. And that made me believe that Charlotte was really tired. Then she found a way to do a perfect picture spear on Rhea. Then she got the figure 4 on her. And when she locked the figure 8, she managed to bridge. I was scared, legitimately scared. I'm saying like these are WrestleMania flashbacks. But no. Shirai was on the top row and she did an aside moonsault, her finisher, picture perfect I would say, and she fell right into Rhea's face, and I was worried for a second because I thought Rhea was knocked out cold. Thankfully that didn't happen. So as Rhea's legs were tangled with Charlotte while she was doing the figure 8, Io fell on Rhea with a moonsault, pinned her. Charlotte could not do anything about it because she was tangled with her legs. And we got a brand new NXT Women's Champion in Io Shirai. And I cannot be more proud of her. She deserves it. This was a long time coming moment because Io has been the best in the company for a while now. And I'm so glad that they decided to give Io the chance to be champion. Imagine how many great rivalries and matches we're going to see out of this reign. Glad that Charlotte dropped the title because I think she didn't need it. I'm sure that they were trying to get more viewers in NXT. It didn't quite happen, so I'm glad that they're taking Charlotte off. Not only because of the overexposure and that we might be tired to see her, because I'm not. I think she's a great performer, but I think a lot of people is, you know, like completely done with Charlotte. But also because of her well-being. She looked legitimately tired at some point in the match, and that's not really something you see from Charlotte. I mean, she usually delivers, and I think she needs to rest a little bit. So I'm glad that this all happened. Like I mentioned before, Rhea was there to be pinned or submitted either by Io or Charlotte. I'm glad it was Io, and that was Takeover in Your House. So I'm pretty content with the result of the NXT Women's title match, and that was it. Well, so this was my review from NXT Takeover in Your House. Thank you one more time for the support. I'm really happy to see that you like the content. We're almost 80 subscribers now. I know it's a small number, but it makes me feel very proud, and I'm also thankful that you like the type of content that I'm making. If you have any other suggestions, tell me down in the comments below because I would love to hear your opinions. I'm trying to keep the videos a little bit shorter so you don't have, you know, to spend 20 minutes listening to this, because sometimes I tend to talk too much. I'm trying to manage and control my times so I can post in both of my channels now, so bear with me. And one more time, I am Alexis. This is my Instagram, you know, follow me. Like, comment and subscribe please, and this was Ring Royalty. I'll see you next time.